Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pacoma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send, tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Aye easy, aye convenient, aye fast, and sounds so ye free. Won't you she? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Never see Pacoma Busia for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
If there is one conversation that I'm waiting for to have, then it is that conversation I'm about to do now with a superstar, someone I identified some years ago when I started my radio career at Plus 89.9 FM. I started promoting a song. I know it was a song that you loved so much. Along the line, he was missing in action, and I asked, where has he been? Finally, I have been able to get hold of him here in the studio of Sammy Flex TV, and I hear so much happened while he went away, his beginning, and what he has given to us new here on the Real Talk Show on Sammy Flex TV. We are about to go hard. So get some wine or get some cold water, relax, and wait for that conversation. He's been around all the big boys in our music industry, Samini, Shatta, Wale, Nana King Times, and all. Today, he is still here, pursuing music halfway and other things halfway as well. You'll be asking him, what is wrong with the system now? And again, we are smelling some beef. We are smelling some beef over mask issues. Medikal in the mix, and he is also right here. His name is Anumaa, aka the original mask man. He has been doing the match thing ever since. Today, we have him here in the studio for us to do more. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to the Real Talk here on Sammy Flex TV. Special thanks to the producers of the show, the Guitar Rasta, Richie Flex, Yala PG, Tina Baby, and Gideon Neelam Tessin. They are the guys behind the creation of this particular content. Sammy Flex, I'm just your messenger, your humble messenger, to be frank, and I'm here to do the job. Anumaa, welcome to the studio.
Give thanks, baby.
Hope you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, yourself.
I am doing very fine.
Great.
I'm doing very fine. Let's do this. Way back at Plus FM, I was promoting one song of yours.
Right.
What was it called?
Well, Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Featuring Fresh Prince.
Featuring
And
Fresh
I think
Prince.
we also did Shakara.
We also did Shakara. Yay!
Yeah,
I nearly
so,
missed that one.
yeah.
But take me back. A little bit of Beautiful, a little bit of Shakara. Let me really remind myself and get the lyrics right again. Maybe you can do Beautiful to start with.
Okay.
And after you do Shakara.
Okay. Oh, baby, you the make I shy. One for the make I die. I don't know what you tell me, mommy. Jane one my hey. Oh, see my baby, or the pan of me them. Make nobody come change up the rhythm. My baby turn up so fly. Give me mad up so tight. You know be money matter stand all yada. But dog ring now what flexi okada. Rest of family and make a uni papa. Yeah. Love is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, beautiful thing, yeah.
That was beautiful.
It be now again. And Shakara, let me remember
Shakara, people
too.
used to, they mistake, I cannot title the Shakara, but at a point in time, I heard people saying Impre Pragro. Because there was a little bit of, lyrical work in there,
Yeah. No, take me to that. I still want to refresh my mind on these songs.
This man no Shakara, I miss it so, yeah, they kill a mo, my meaning Impre Pragro. Nide mano di agro. Saudade Adam feed your pento call.
Now I got it.
Yes,
Now I
sir.
got it.
Yes,
Now
sir.
I got
Yes,
it.
sir.
All right, so this is how I started with him.
Right.
We were promoting these two great songs on Plus FM then. Great impact. But along the way, you were missing in action. We thought you were about to stay to give us some more, and you were gone. Why did you go to Anumaa?
Well, I would just say I've been around because music is the vibe, and I believe music is spirit. Some reflects. Well, if you're a musician, you cannot, and you want to really do proper music, you cannot live without music. So I personally think I cannot live without music. That's how come I try to go away, refix myself, and then come out again. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you went out of the country for some time.
Yeah, I've always been mostly been out of the country because originally I was born in England.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I grew up in both England and Ghana.
Okay.
And then at a point in time, I went to Canada for 5 years. So I lived in Canada as well for 5 years.
Okay.
Then that was when we had the contact, you know, Canada days.
Oh, okay.
Then I would say that right now, I'm officially like in Germany because I moved from Canada. When I came in for the Wake Up Party show, the one that you hosted.
Yeah,
you know what
I know.
Right after that one, I decided to like switch because I'm a traveler. I like to travel a lot.
Love to taste different environments.
Yeah. So
okay, so currently you are based in
Germany.
In
Germany.
I see. Now I listen to your voice and I ask myself why you call yourself Anumaa, because you should be called like a tiger or a lion or a Simba or something. But your voice is very huge, very scary. But you call yourself Anumaa, which is a tiny bird with a light voice.
I know, big Sammy. Well, the thing is, you know, like I said, I'll say it officially on your set. I've been in the music industry over 2 decades.
Over 2 decades?
Over 2 decades.
That's 20 years.
Yeah, you know, some people like Exdo, Nana King, Samini, Shatta, Wale, Papa Young, saying, you know, all the old cards, you know, they knew me, like you said. The voice is too big, and it's too wild to be titled Anumaa, you know what I mean? But back in the days, I was Sibo.
Oh, that was how you started?
Yeah, that's how I started. No,
you started with the name Sibo?
No, I actually started with Wadosti.
Wadosti, okay.
Like Wadosti always.
Yeah, always, you know I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So basically, that's how I started. I had the Wadosti clan with my group, and then we got discovered by Terry Chaka was involved as well. May he so rest in peace, because he was part of the clique. We did a lot of collabo together and all that. Then after a while, Nana King came to Datis to perform. You know, and I used to be schooling in Datis, so he came to perform, and I was running the cadet. As at that time, I was the cadet commander, and I also had to like play a show on the graduation day as well. So Nana King performed alongside Exto. But all that time, I was doing the underground vibe still, you know. So it was still DC and it was still music, you know what I mean? So Nana King came, and then he was about leaving, and then they introduced me on stage. Then when I grabbed the microphone, he was like, no, chill, let's watch this dude, man. So afterwards, he sat in his car, and then he sent for me. I went to see him, and he's like, I just live down there, man, you need to come around sometimes. Then he told me about G Life, Sonny Wale, you know, and all that. As at that time, I think Samini was not that active, because when I remember when I started Raga, those days we used to call it Raga. When I started Raga, Samini was in a group. He was doing rap at that time. I met him a couple of times, you know.
So you were also living in Tasmania?
Yeah.
I see. All right, so the story is rich. You just have to take your time. Let's follow it one after the other. All right, so you met Nana King even before Samini Dems?
Well, Nana King's studio was like, on the real, it's like, it was in DC. So every artist was passing through. I mean, the likes of Obrafour, VIP, Reggie Rockstone, everybody was coming through then. So back in the days, if we you know, we're trying to like come up like them. So if you want to be there, then you have to like pass through the studio. But I'm like someone that, you know, I'm like a little bit shy, so I don't go to the studio. But he spotted me, and then he was like, yo, I invite you to the studio, come around sometime. So I went there, and then it's not as if when you get into the studio, you turn into a superstar, you start singing. You get there, and you'll be busting freestyle at the end of the day, you know, behind the studio. When he feels like you're good, then he takes you in for a song. So I heard, I mean, Samini's interview, he's a brother, you know, I heard his interview sometimes, and then I sometimes wonder why he never mentions Osebo. You know what I mean?
No, I'll come there. I'll come
Okay.
there. Because you guys were in the same studio,
Yeah.
I listened to your voice. I listened to the voice of
Sonny Bali.
Sonny Bali, and I listened to Samini style and
Right,
all.
right.
And I find out, do they have the same parents? Acting? Were they taught by just one person?
Well, you know, like I said, back in the days it was raga, you know, and I could hear Boju sound like Shabarangs. You know what I mean? You hear like a big voice because we have the baritone voice. So definitely somebody could sound like somebody, but it looks as if our generation now, we don't really get that vibe. So I remember one time on your show, Plus FM, then you asked if I was a new artist because you kind of felt like the voice was rich and then I sounded like Samini.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember how I answered that. Can you?
I'm not
okay,
sure.
so
I'm not
then I
sure.
said Samini has been in the game for over 2 decades and I'm just stepping in. So if you're telling me that I sound like Samini, then it's like I'm not going to take that as disrespect. I'm taking that as a prop. As props, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, but now, because in my new song that I'm trying to release, I went like back in the days, Bisanana them, like Ashanti International, Bisananamo, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm unmasking partially, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so then I would want to bring out the real story so people will know that it's just that we might sound alike, but we're unique in our different ways. Samini is like a brother.
I see. Not long ago in your submission, you mentioned that you don't understand why Samini goes for interviews and he does not even mention you.
Yeah.
What do you think might be wrong? Or could it be that you are not part of his history? That's why he does not mention you.
Well, he cannot say I'm not part of his history. Never in a million.
He cannot say that?
Never.
Why do you think he cannot say that?
Yeah, because like I remember before, back in the days, Abeku Santana used to like come to the studio, and all them big engineers, they used to, big radio presenters, they used to like come into the studio to fetch the song when it's not even ready out. Yeah, so we just mix and master them and then we give it out. And I think through that was when Abeku made Linda a hit. And within the time frame, Samini had about 48 featurings or something like that.
Yeah, I remember.
And he was doing like...
After the Marry Japan.
Exactly. That's when Sonny Bale connected him to Marry Japan. You
Yeah.
know, Sonny Bale is like a godfather to Samini. But Sonny Bale is my friend.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So within that time frame, that was when I was doing the English version of Raga in Ashanti International, because Nanakin, I remember we went to Nigeria to perform with Akon around 2005.
I see.
Yeah, and then I made headlines. I think Kokonsa, as at that time, was the journalist that we went with.
Yeah.
And then he wrote it. You could check it out. It's on Ghana Web and everything. The Niger musical president was like, "Fire don't come Niger." Yeah, you know, because Nigerian was not really familiar with like proper rap and dancehall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were doing the two-face, that kind of singing.
That's it. That's about it.
I see. So sometimes you get hurt that Samini doesn't recognize you. Does he offend you?
Well, I don't know. Well, he's a brother, like I said, so I would like to meet him in person and talk to him about that. Like so hard on here. But I feel that if I should take you back again, Samini's first producer was Lexify Production, and he calls me Obosi instead of Osi, but he turns it and calls me Obosi. Now, what really happened was everybody as at that time, because he brought a different artist to produce, and then we were like, no, Samini is already hot cake, he's ready, so like go for it. Everybody like kind of spoke about that, and he decided to pick up Samini. You understand? So then we said, big man. We Kosra now are sorting me out. Mr. Kosra, that's how we used to be, because we come to the studio, we eat wache, you know, we have some little to drink, you know, like something like that at the backyard. So it's like a family thing. So he cannot exempt me. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, and one thing that really hurt me was that everybody was supposed to be on Samini's album, the first album, the Linda album. Okay. Linda was even written by Ogabi.
Ogabi.
Yeah, Ogabi.
Yeah.
But I don't see him big as it stands now, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is everybody had to go on there. AB went on there, Odenchem went on there, you know, all the underground artists as at that time in Samini, in Ashanti International went on there, but I did not get a chance.
They were on the first album of Samini.
Everybody's voice
which was
on
called
there.
Linda.
the song was Linda. That was the one.
Yeah, the one on.
Yeah, but I forgot.
Forgotten the album title.
Yeah, it could be Down Country or something like that.
Okay.
Because then he was Batman.
Yeah, he was Batman then. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't get a chance to get on there because somebody closer to Samini came to me personally, sat down with me and told me to change my style. He's like, yo, we need to put you on this, but you need to change your style before. And I'm like, no, I ain't changing no style. You know what I mean? And Sammy Flakes, I think, I don't want to like relate it to spiritual, but I'm thinking that it's not just okay like that. Because the same body that came to Samini to tell me, I remember that came to me to tell me that. I remember I was in Canada. And you know what I do is I try to put my mask closer to my bed, my side bed. So whenever I wake up, it reminds me of music. Then I start writing music. You know, could you believe that I dreamt that this mask was taken from my side bed, and physically, big man, I woke up and the mask wasn't there.
Who took it then?
I don't know. The person that told me to change my style came in my dream. I was thinking it was just an ordinary dream. And then, guess what? I woke up physically and the mask was
not there.
Yeah.
Did you find it later?
No. We dismantled the bed, the clothes.
You don't mean it?
I tell you.
So as it stands now, you never found that mask?
No way. So if you check the new video that I'm doing, the one that I'm about to release, it's like, you know, I'm in the bush trying to search for the mask, and the intro is like, you're sleeping and then you realize that your mask is no more, and then you step out to go find it. So I'm thinking that through God, you know, because I believe in just God and nothing else. God has given me the inspiration to come back again and search for it. Because the likes of Stoneboy and all them people, Kaki and I mean, Samini pushed all them, Kofi Kinata and all them people. He pushed them out there. So what is wrong in also pushing Sebo, or what's wrong in also like mentioning that name to the next man? Because at a point in time, and even till now, he's a legend. I wouldn't dispute that fact, you know. So if you even put me on your status, it's got to be big.
I see. But now you are no more called Osibo. Does he know your new name?
Well, he might know, and he might pretend not to know, because I remember, because he knows my voice. He's like a brother, so I mean, you understand?
I get it.
Yeah, so I remember when I came back from Canada, Joint 77 is my witness. Shatta Wale got through to me, and he was like, "Yeah, Sibo, you come back, we not say you the other man school. Charlie, we don't control the country. You better come, then make we do some song, you know, so, you know what I mean? So they know. And I remember I stood next door, he came closer to my car, he's like, "It's not Sibo." And it's not Sibo. And I remember you as well telling me that Exdo said he knew me and he was going to represent at my wake-up party. Yeah, so they know. Big Sammy, they know. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But you have also not looked for him yet?
Who?
As in Samini?
Samini, it's like I told you. I remember one time he came to Canada. I drove all the way from Montreal in a Range Rover, went to go pick him and Tiny to his show. So I don't have to come to you. We've got numbers sometimes, you know, and sometimes we lose contact. So you could also come for me if you really want to help, you know what I mean?
I see. The story is getting interesting by the minute. His name is Anumaa. Before he was called Osibo. So what really made you go for the name Anumaa? Okay, so after the Akon show, I felt like a superstar because I was making headlines even in Nigeria and all that, so I thought it was gonna rocket me, and I had like Into the Airwaves, and then I had this record label, Westside Music Production in Nigeria, wanting to put me on their label, but I think discussion could not go on well with Nanakin, so that could not happen. But after that, then, you know, sometimes music, sometimes we kind of add a little bit of emotions, you know. So after that, I felt very down, you know, physically and spiritually. So I'm like, okay, just leave the country, put yourself together and come back. So I was going back and forth, but I just pushed music on the side. I was doing music for myself, listening in my room. I was not just releasing that. Yeah. Then I decided to like revisit. So if I'm revisiting and I'm like coming as the old Sibo that people used to know, it's not gonna be like that loud. So I'd have to like tune it a bit, you know. Entertainment is all about, you know, the mind game. Exactly. So then I brought up this mask concept because I think it's got. Now I'm coming to the mask concept proper. Okay. After the name change, we are now coming to know who he really is. Right. You did not start wearing the mask, I guess. when you were Sibo? Were you
No,
wearing
I
a
wasn't
mask?
in mask.
So at what point did you start wearing the mask, and what motivated you?
7 years ago. I guess.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
What motivated that? Because you were
because
around your Nana King and the Danceman guys. Your face was open, bare. At what point did you tell yourself that, okay, now I want to cover up my face?
Well, Nana King left. At a point in time, he left for Los Angeles. I think he still lives in Los Angeles. He's like a godfather to me. I'm always like bigging him up on every platform, because I mean, you need to pay respect, give respect to whom respect is due, like the Bible says. You know what I mean? So he left, and then everybody started going their own ways, because like the main man behind the scene is going, so everybody has to find a way out. Yeah, so then I also left as well. You know, so then I thought of it wise to like revisit. But when you're revisiting and you come like the ordinary way, like the normal person, if they were supposed to accept me, or if they're going to accept me, they would have accepted me long ago. So you have to tweak it a little bit for it to look in a certain way for people to accept it. Or
I see.
Yeah.
So this was just a way for you to come differently.
So everybody's going to be wondering what's going on. Yeah. And
so that was 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's 7
when you
years
started
ago.
wearing masks.
Yeah, I think right when I came, then after a couple of months ahead of Dark Sabbath.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So before Dark Sabbath, there was no one that music industry wearing masks.
In Ghana.
In Ghana, I mean in Ghana.
Yeah, when I came on your platform, you told me of one big musician in Nigeria as well, Lagbaja.
Lagbaja.
Then I had to go Google and check him out. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I would say boldly that Ghana, I mean, I've seen people use it for a zone tour and all that, but in Ghana, I'm the one that introduced it.
I see. Now, there is this video I would want viewers to check as well. Whilst we are checking the video, this is the video of Medikal in one of his songs talking about he introducing mask before Corona came. And I know that particular line did not go down well with the original mask man. Therefore, he's here to set the record straight. Now, you have also seen the video, Medikal, talking about him introducing the mask before Corona. Yeah. When you saw it or when you heard it, what came to your mind?
Well, Big Sammy, I feel music is like a game. Irrespective of the love that we've got for it, it's a game as well. So you need to learn how to play. I'll tell you the truth. I was coming to Ghana to unmask and bring my
your real face out. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that was what I was gonna do.
Anumaa was telling me that he was coming to Ghana with a clear intention of unmasking, so people get to know who is behind the mask for the past years. But what has changed? Are you not unmasking anymore?
Well, because when I came in, you know, you can't just unmask. So I was like thinking of like putting up a show, you know, just like we did
some years ago.
Yeah, some years ago. So I could really do that on stage or something. So I do that for my fans, you know what I mean? But I was in Takrady at Papi Kojo's mom. She's like family to me. So I was at her place, and then somebody dropped a video to me. And I'm like, I checked it out. I was a bit, you know, I didn't understand it in the first place because Sammy Flex, I think the same kid that is talking about this mask movement, I remember meeting him on your show at Plus FM. I think it was the what you used to call it, the judgment board.
The judgment board, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I met him right there because I had an interview with you, and then while I was coming out, he was sitting there. He seen me, you know, I was like hi before I went out. So his interview was right after my interview. I think that's when he was coming up as well. So one thing that I dislike is like, you know, Sammy, if I've been doing music for over 2 decades, Medikal is, I hear, around 27. You know what I mean? So if you're around 27 and you're also going to come bully me, no sir. No sir.
Why do you see it as a bully?
Yeah, because, you know, you've met me in person.
Of course.
So if you're going to come out and say, up Corona, you brought mask, I mean, I've seen Sarkodie put on mask. I've seen a picture like that because people send it to me and I feel, yo, people are promoting this thing and it's not my thing.
Yeah.
It's everybody's thing.
Yeah.
But history can never lie. So don't distort, don't put sun into the eyes of the people and tell them, say, yo, you did, no, don't do that. Because I seen the video and it's like he brought up the mask thing and then people were copying him, so now he's taking it off. Make you come copy, make we see. No. You know what I mean? So then I was like, okay, me, I told you the music is a game. So I'm like, okay, then I'm no more unmasking because I kept this thing for 7 years. You can't just come 2 years after 7 years, you're like claiming it that you brought it 2 years ago. It doesn't make sense.
All right, so because in that line, he said that he brought the mask before Corona, he's now taking it off. You don't want to take yours off. So it comes across like you are following the command of the leader of a sort.
Exactly. Because he's like, he brought it and we are copying him. So people are wearing it now. And
now he stopped.
Now he stopped. So everybody's going to take it off. So if I do that, it's like, of course, whatever he said is true. And after a while, because when I met him on your show, he was nobody. He was now coming up. Yeah, you know what I mean? So now,
so that was when he had released Confirm.
Exactly. You know, so now you're like recognized in Ghana. So you're trying to like bully me by, you know, telling everybody that you're the one that introduced it. I remember Papa Jansen, may he so rest in peace. He's a godfather to me. He was a friend to me. He would come to my house like early in the morning and go, hey, Miba, let's go. And he's like very close to me. He told me something. No, so I mean, I'm setting up a movement. The voice of the voiceless, you know? Because he told me something. He's like, you know what? There are people that are around my age and you come to them. Maybe if you come to them and you give them your song, you're like, listen to this song and daddy, tell me if this is a good song. In less than 1 week, you're going to hear the same song, same lyrics on air. And then because you're voiceless, you cannot come out to say anything. So I think that he's seen me on your station and he's like, oh, after like 6 years, he's not doing anything. We're not hearing from him. So I love the style. Let me just come claim the mask. No way. No way. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I get it now. So because of that, you are still going to keep on the mask?
Exactly.
You don't want to take it off for someone to think that you are following the orders of the leader?
No, man. And he can't be my leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
No, sir. No, sir.
I've listened to your song.
Right.
The song called Bulletproof.
And I've got Bulletproof on here.
Yeah, I can see you wearing blood. Let me feel it. Oh, yeah. Original.
Yes, sir.
Now, in the song, you gave out some lines. Because I want people who are watching us from around the world to also follow this conversation. My producer will give me the song. You perform it.
Okay.
I come back to ask the details in the song. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are ready, Anumaa, after hearing Medikal saying he's now taking off the mask because he started wearing it before Corona and that everybody has made it popular, he's no more wearing it. The man says, nah, man, I'm not going to continue the agenda that I came to Ghana with. I'm still going to keep on the mask. That is not all. He's also put out a song, the song called Bulletproof. He addressed what is happening now. Producer, let's go. And Anumaa is performing this live in the studio of Sammy Flex TV. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. All right, so we're doing this live in the studio. Watch it.
You hear this now? Bulletproof, you see me? Big up Willis Dick, big up Yo David. Them the kill, but we never die. Tell them say no sir, we no go sit and make the mouse kill a python. They must be mad calling them to where them come from. The way they read them nice, I know they won't curse them. Let's switch to device them and don't contempt. Yo, hey. Oh, yo. History of the lion. Original Massman. Suspect. We the bulletproof. 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 We the bulletproof.
Show them. Let's go.
Beef, man, give your gun. Tell them we no rate them, we no want beef. Man, give your gun. I saw when I rate them. God no go shame me. Your man no feel fake we. Them they shout so we but we fire them. Ashanti International design none of them. King Cyrus DQ and hammer them. Oh yo, we no want beef. Man, give your gun. Tell them we no rate them, we no want beef. Man, give your gun. I saw when I rate them suspects. With the bulletproof. Oh, with the bulletproof. With the bulletproof. We'll be bulletproof. We'll be bulletproof. We'll be bulletproof. We'll be bulletproof. Now listen to my boy. That's fine. All right. History no they lie. Man with the mask, go be Sadoya one night. Walking church, man with the unquestioned lie. Original mask man. Okay, now what? Hey, you start to work pages, cover the places. So soon then they have a low. I print is only claim master. Cartoon back, magic, alright, hear me? Them things that we gon' do there. Still you know your way, you're gonna tell you word for you. Tell them we know they let you go. Carry the run the show. Boom sound every time we know they keep it low. African boy, them shout up in them. Down in all the club, them ball up in them. Original mass bandit. Suspects. We'll be bulletproof. 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 God. We'll be bulletproof. We'll be bulletproof.
Alright, so for information, this one is out on YouTube. You can go check it out on Anumaa page on YouTube. This is called Bulletproof. You can go watch it again and you are sure going to love this. Now let's come back to the details in this song.
Right.
A point you said, you are a vegan, you don't want beef. But it looks like the beef is what we are still doing.
You know, this is like not really, because if you listen to the song very carefully, you know that I didn't address him straight. It was when I went to the studio, because when I heard everything, Willis beat, I kind of sent him the video as well, and he's like, well, everyone is saying to respond, then respond then. You know what I mean? So he sent me a beat real quick, and then...
So this is a Willis Beat production?
Yeah, that's Willis Beat production. Then I went to the studio. There was this young talent as well. He was, because the engineer was not there, and he asked if I could allow him record me. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, let's do it. And when he was recording me, he fell in love with the song. He's like, my name is Finex. Big man, I want you to put
Finest.
Finex.
Okay.
Like fine and X.
Oh, okay,
like
Finex. Yeah, Finex. You know yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, put me on there. And I'm like, well, this guy that you're gonna tackle is like, you know, loud in the industry now. Are you gonna be able to face it? It's like, well, once you're talking about the truth, I don't really care. I would support it, because the truth is the truth. So it's not as if it's a beef. That's why I'm saying that we don't want beef. Man is vegan. You know what I mean?
My man is vegan, but after listening to the song, I still feel some punches in there. For instance, when
that's correction. When you're in school and you're being taught, and you don't listen, your teacher will go like, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
That is just a whip, a small whip.
Just to tell him, yo, G, don't put sun in the eyes of the people. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And the boy, Finex, I think in one of his lines, he also said that the original mask man, you thought he was gone. Same way, you also said the same thing.
Yeah.
That people thought you were gone, but now you are back.
Right. So back for good. And
back for good.
Yeah, you know what? And now I'm going to be in Ghana more than I used to be.
Okay.
So I'm living here. I'm based here. Irrespective of the fact that I'm, in Germany. But I will be here.
I get it. Yeah. Now, I know Shatta, Wale and Medikal, they have some friendship. They have some allies going on at the moment. And knowing that you started with Shatta, Wale, Medikal.
This is my G.
I know.
Big up SM. SM. How is it done? Like tree, huh?
Yeah,
SM. Big up.
Like Samini and co. Now, with this kind of whipping, are you not whipping your boy, small boy, as in your friend, your colleague Shatta Wale, then his small boy? Are you not whipping him?
Like I rightfully said, Big Sammy, it's not as if like I'm gonna come fight him. I believe he's like in the industry as well. He understands. I love Shatta Wale and Pop Skinny song. Ride on, make we go.
Yeah.
I'm just riding on what he said. I'm just riding on it. It's a game. I'm not coming to fight him. It's not going to turn bloody. Okay. It's a game, man.
You expecting a response from him?
Well, because it's not a diss song, I'm not really expecting him to respond. But
it's not a diss song, but the song is addressing an issue. Well, and the issue is about someone.
It's history. We're just correcting history. It's like, I tell you, like right now that I was then, active in the music, but not too active back in the day. Somebody could just come out and go like, oh, that's a lie. But when you go on Ghana Web, you would notice the show that I told you about Akon. It's history. That's why I said history, no, they lie. Oh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's history. We're just like reflecting on history. Yeah.
Do the first verse a cappella. Let me see if I can get some other punchlines in there too.
So it goes, them they kill we, but we never die. Tell them say no, sir. We no go see to make the mouse kill a python. There must be more. Tell them to where them come from. The way they read them nice, I know they won't curse them. Let's read to the vibes now, man. No one consent. No way. Yeah.
We no go sit down, make a mouse kill a python.
Exactly. That's pure disrespect. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Bars like a mouse killing a python.
Exactly.
I see. And they said the beat.
Happened.
Yeah, I know. And they said the beat is nice, so they don't want to catch them.
Yeah. And curse is not like, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
You know, the curse that I mean, it's not like putting schnapp and everything. Because I'm a Christian. You know, even though I'm not in the church all the time, I'm a Christian. So I'm not going to put schnapp and curse nobody. But I'm not going to tell you, yo, fuck off.
I get you. I get you. I see. So this message is going straight to those who are alleging that they are no more going to wear the mask because they started wearing it and everyone else is copying or following that trend. Anumaa is here to set the record straight. He says that is a total lie.
Big lie.
That is a total cheat. I see. So after Bulletproof, what is next for you? Since you told me that you are now going to spend some more time in Ghana.
Yeah, I'm presently working in the studio. So we're just going to drop this to set the record straight and it's going to follow consistency. Yeah, so I just don't want to, I want them to enjoy this. And then I know obviously if he chooses to respond, maybe I might drift and go a different way as well. You understand? Because if I hear him respond, I'm going back into the studio.
If he does.
If he does, straight. Because he can't tell me no. No, sir. He can't do that. It's not allowed. Like Big Sammy, like I said, if he's 27 and I've been doing, you know, I never mentioned my age.
Yeah.
I'm not too old though, but like, you know what I mean? You cannot come, like, I cannot come and just disrespect any elderly person, regardless of music and everything. So that's why I'm saying that you've met me before. If you've not seen me, it's different. But you've seen me in person, and you've seen the mask. It wasn't as if when I came to your station, I didn't have no mask.
I remember my first time meeting you, you were still on your mask.
Yeah. Until now, I've worked with you for over 7 years. Have you seen my face before?
Yeah, I've still not seen your face.
You see,
in fact, today I thought you were going to even show. I thought you were going to show your face on this live. I actually thought today would be the opportunity for me to see the real face behind the mask.
Well, you're just like family, so I'm gonna come and eat some fufu and you know what I mean.
I see. But back in Germany, are you writing? Are you performing? Because I have realized that you've not lost it. You still have the style, you still have the voice, you still have the attitude. Are you pursuing music there?
No, it was like I go off a little. Like I told you, I rightfully said, sometimes you get so dampened spiritually that you would wanna like go a different way a little bit. So that time would be like healing time for me. That's what I call it. But in the time frame, I'm still doing music, but it's not. It's just that I'm not releasing it because music is you know, my soul. It's my life. It's the food for the soul. You know what I mean? So I cannot live without music. I remember when Samini came to Canada and I said I want to go pick him to his show. I was not active in the industry, but I played a couple of songs that I did to him. Yeah, in my car. I played it to him, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And when you were playing it to him, did he still talk about that?
Tiny was like, Menele, boss, you know? But Samini was sitting right in front of the car. He never said a word.
He was sitting in there, but he never said anything.
He was sitting in front. My friend Ishon was driving, and I was sitting at the back seat with Tony Pan and Tiny. He never said a word. He was just listening. No, they didn't say.
Why do you think he never said a word?
I don't know. You ask him.
Because of the competition?
It's not you see the mistake. Music, like I said, it's a game. Sammy, if I give you like a TV game to play, what makes it a competition is when you set up a record and I'm trying to break it. Even with that, we could say that we're still joking. We're still like playing around with that because it's the heart. Like he's a brother to me. So you cannot tell me because you sing just like me or you sing almost like me I don't like you. No, I would say to him, no, I'll still come to mommy for pito. That's how it's been. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but that's what I'll say to that.
I see. All right, so this is the story so far. I don't know if Anumaa has some shows to play this Christmas, because everywhere is selling out when it comes to events and performances. Do you have some gigs to do this Christmas?
Presently, I would say not yet, because I'm about starting promotion.
Oh, you've not announced your presence that to the people.
Yeah, because I've been here for a while, but like since August 8th, I was in Ghana. But like I say, I take music as a game, so I study it before I come out. That's how come I came with the mask, and you know what I mean. So I'm like, I did a couple of songs, I didn't release it. When I heard of the Medikal thing, I'm like, whoop, do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I have surprises for the people, but I'm not gonna announce it now. We're still working on it. Once it's ready, we'll bring it out.
I see. All right. So talk to them, the fans that were thinking that Anumaa is out of the trade and therefore he is not going to be seen around us. Tell them that you are back and something big is coming.
Okay.
Let them go to your social media handles, your YouTube platform for more.
DB boy, them sinking. In the dance, we still like him pen. We never smile every time. Yeah, game sing. Whoa. Okay. Big up yourself, every Anomalized fan. You know, Charlie, I'm back again. Yeah, with a different style, and this time we have a bulletproof on thing there. Yeah, hear me. Okay, so big up everybody supporting the dream. It's one music, it's God and peace and life. You know, music is life. So big up yourself anywhere you are. If you're supporting the Anumaa dream, keep supporting. I appreciate you so much. Regardless of the fact that I still go and come, you're always supporting the dream. I appreciate you so much. I would want to use this platform to say thank you to my management team, Fire Links Media. Thank you to Big Sammy. He's always been there from day one. Queen D, Matia, you know, all of you. I mean, the names are a lot. I can't really mention them. You know, big up Crow, big up Koma Rasta and everybody, you know. Yes, sir. One love still.
All right, thank you so much, Anumaa, on this one there. Now, what you have to do is to monitor the space. I'm sure when everything is done, maybe when the boys sleep and they decide not to come again, he will surely put together that show where he will unmask and we all get to know him. So keep monitoring the space.
And one thing before I go tell Medikal, I say, when I respond, they call me, I do a cry, I go talk about that. If I respond,
Was it when I respond, I do a
cry, life save them feature myself for me, I go talk something about if I respond. If I respond.
That's crazy, man. All right, so to AMG fans beyond control, this is for you. This beef is for you. You guys should come and serve it hot and start eating it. Thank you so much, Anumaa, for passing through Sammy Flex TV. We appreciate your presence. And to the production team, the Guitar Rasta, Kerry, Richie Flex, Lapiji, Tina Baby, Gideon Neil Amtesin. Thanks, guys, for keeping it up to date all the time with our viewers from around the world. It has been the real talk here on Sammy Flex TV. If you've not subscribed to our channel, this is where real showbiz content lives. Subscribe to it and let's do more. Until then, see ya.